Had to fix a bunch of links and stuff. I needed a snack, man. All right, what do we got? Fresh CR? No. Good luck on my hunter too, if the keys are too high. We'll see. You're killing. I can do a couple, but I don't really like double melee. We're probably just like one or two since you're in here. If you didn't come in Twitch chat, I probably wouldn't make an exception, but I just usually don't like doing double melee. There's just not as much kind of skill cap you just run in. I like playing around CC. Wouldn't play depths for sub. Just mess up CC and gouge and stuff like that. And it makes you want to tunnel vision too much. Now, if you're playing like roguelike only and you're like going full trill mode and you just want most PvE DPS and you're going to play sub like you're playing Outlaw, even though Outlaw is just better at that, then depth can be a little bit more PvE. But yeah, it makes you tunnel vision too much. Because you like when you get one stack, you want to kind of go to three. And I just don't like to break gouge. So. And you just do less burst. Getting polyed out of this should break though. I'm still dead. That's crazy. 18 MMR in this guy's placements. That's rude. Rude. Resap. Another sap. Blinding and then going him on his trinket. He'll just stay warrior. This guy has rating in Blitz and Shuffle. I thought he was like a fresh character in placements. It's really rare that you see someone 0 CR in 2s. That healer. Free IBFs, so I guess we just run. Avoid the double grip blind. He still gets his combo off. Blink, maybe kill through it. They're both just in the blender. I mean, so am I though. You have this crit. Free cheap shot. Damn, he bumped. Minutes, so you already used it. Banish the hunt. Could just duel for CC here, but he gets an incap. He gets another walk off before I get stun bomb. Give this crit. 9%. 4% twice. I mean, you kind of just counter DH. They don't really do well in shuffle. Sending honor to my ult quick and then queue up. Yeah, GG's, man. I'll get you in another time, though. But yeah, against DH, you just kind of be annoying to the I-beams. Don't let them backflip anything. Just tunnel micro CC on the healer as usual. Mainly just awkward that you can't cloak aggro, because most of their peels just go through cloak nowadays. That they didn't used to. But you can't really cloak Fell Eruption or Imprison or Sigil Fear. Unless you go Veil and they do it the first global of it. But yeah. I just kind of stun the DH first and then I go mess with the healer. Or I wait for them to just have already wasted backflip on CD because they usually use it for like energy regen. Yeah, it's either kind of just a don't even care about CC and just send like a Blades duel, get his trinket another walk, then like send a Blades bomb kill like a minute later. Either you let your team do like their own CC and you just do the go on DH first, or you just let him backflip. Yeah, then just do your goes normally. Don't really care if he backflips. Just stun him when he lands. It's not like you're playing for like an actual CC chain. What's up, Mike? You're just overthinking it. Just PvE well on Outlaw. Be tanky, be mobile. Just do the most micro possible to the healer on DR. Grapple over, kidney, grapple back. Grapple over, kick, gouge, grapple back. Grapple over, cheap shot, grapple back. Like, just be as annoying as humanly possible. Stun, blind, sap, sap, sap. That's generally how you play shuffle, because you're always going to be last on damage. Just be as annoying as possible as you can to the enemy healer. Song name? It is Over and Under by Egypt Central. So bad skipping Alice in Chains ever, but I just triggered a gouge. What the? Just learn the Fury rotation. Get it down to a T to do the most damage. And then make sure you're playing the right talents for the right matchup. Just, you know, having the AoE Zerker shout and stuff when you need it. Maybe try to get some kind of good blade storms occasionally where you're avoiding CC and getting pressure with it. Playing Classic anything? Someday I might play some Kata Classic some more without PvE gear, even though it's bad to play without PvE gear, but I don't know. If I have people that want to play it. But no, I don't really like vanilla WoW. Even the first couple go-arounds of it, it's too slow and boring for me and not enough mechanics. Hopefully it dies out soon. I'm really excited for MOP. I think MOP will be fun. It's always nice when I get to play with people that don't really play retail anymore, that are like old friends that have just been pure classic Andes for a bit. Nice clone though. Reclones him? No, it doesn't. Just this one before I can gouge there. Gouge on CD. Beige for damn reduct because he actually faked a kick. I don't even care, that's DR. Finish that to also avoid it. Now I can step kick it. Gouge it way too early because the clone. I would just AFK a bit till we recover. Doesn't matter if the lock's fine. Don't have DRs or damage. I have damage now though. Mythic rating? I believe so. It's in Better Blizz plates. It's the party pointer. And then yeah, you can get rid of raid markers with it if you want. You can set it to arena or battleground only. You can make it specify if someone's a healer or not. You can have it be like an extra thing for targeting. You can make it healers only. How you doing, Hazer? No need for plate art? Nah, this is just better. Better Blizz plates and frames. One of my mods made it. They're like half my UI. Blue Sham. Might sap this guy to nothing. I just made him. Guy agrees his trinket port. Okay. Yeah, T4, I've given you a billion warnings. So that's literally the only thing you've said for like forever. Just make a new account, I guess, even though your account isn't a burner. I don't know. Just weird that you've been nothing but weird about it for 20 different messages for months straight. It's really nice too, because with better Blizz, Zulu, if you're still here, you can actually hide NPCs as well. Or even make them like faded where it's just transparent unless you are targeting them. But yeah, I basically hide a bunch of nameplates. And even then you still can't see anything against BM Hunter and like Demo Lock, but even with their nameplates off. Because that goes above and beyond just like CVAR changes, like having Guardian on or whatever. I mean, if he was a big fan, he wouldn't have every single message just be being weird about my nails, you know? When you get into the 20 plus times of saying it, like, it's just kind of homophobic, even though my girlfriend does them. Like, it's just, yeah. That could be literally anything else, you know? Even though you're just him on a burner account. Rolls a little lower. I don't know. I showed his logs the other day when I banned him, or when I said I was gonna ban him, potentially. I gave him a warning yesterday. Because literally over like half a year, literally the only thing he's mentioned is just talking about my nails. Like 20 out of 20 messages for a year straight. And every time it's always like some passive aggressive like compliment or just like some shit posting of like nails gives you more damage, you know, like it's funny the first time, but like 20 times in it's like, okay dude, just chilling, we're playing the game. Got lay on hands. Did I triggered it there, but I've swapped now. Right, Sap Priest. Penance doesn't actually give combat. I feel like the bolts are hitting. Getting beat out of that. I mean, my girlfriend does them. It's a quality of life thing. I like them being done. 9.2 in Venom, that's insane. On a player that's probably like 5 mil, right? Maybe 4. Is that just like a Zoldyck symbolic Darkest Night with amplifying poison and a DFA? Probably with weapon enchant and maybe even Zen Sphere. The amount of modifiers in this game is ridiculous. I mean, Venom is Asa only, yeah. There is like a cheesy build with that, but doesn't always work against real players. A chatbot got you for links, I think. I'm sorry, Zed. The details of it? Yeah, I'll link it. There's a weird immigrant link. I guess it's because you named it like that. The file is the LOL or whatever. I think Disc is like the only fun healer usually, yeah. Well, Holy Priest, but it's not viable. Nice, yeah, that was some fat damn right there. Borderline the last retail arena player at this point too, man. I wish there was a reason to just be a Kata only Andy though. Guess I could just open first. I don't know. But that's bad. I guess I'll just open. Cheers, mate. Couldn't kick that apparently. only played flag this game. Just because it was attached to my T build. I just felt like playing T there. I have no idea. I prefer playing without flag 90% of the time. Eruption reducing threes all the time, yeah. It's really important. It's a lot of your damage. What'd you do, man? Did you want to done them on a power outage or something? We got 472 gifted one over as well. Hell yeah. I'm on the road. Appreciate you. These games, I don't know, man. Just people saving their buttons. I'll take it though. Do the Pantera, true. It's scary when people respect the air horns though. And then you just have it waiting for 60% dampening game. Let's tell you, eventually someone will press. I don't know. Surely this guy will just press an 8 million shield every other stun of the entire game while stunned. How to write macros? I believe... Not Wowhead, but there is like a wiki that just has like basic syntax if you look for anything. But once you like kind of learn 6 or 7 different things, you can kind of just translate them into any macro. It's not actually that complicated as it looks. Oh, I actually danced that. I was gonna bomb him. That's awkward. I'm gonna be dance charge starved for a bit now. Evasion for Damberduck. I just killed the druid in like 4. He lives. You fake well. Banish the fear. Couch the fear. Yeah, occasionally there's other variations. Like the fanciest kind of macro I have, overthinking it, that I don't want to ruin it for you, is if you put harm in something, this will make it not target an enemy. So like if I just dragged a fresh cheap shot to my bar, any spell will do this. If you have no target, it will acquire a target for you. And this is bad because if someone like vanishes or shadow melts or anything like that, or like feign deaths, you'll like auto acquire a new target and then like press it like when you don't want to. You're like, the rogue vanished as you're pressing cheap shot, and then you just accidentally cheap shot the healer and broke a CC and wasted stun DR. So you want to like put harm in almost everything. That way it doesn't acquire a new target. And then I also have like a target last target if I'm not targeting anything. So it's kind of good to combo harm into whatever spell you're trying to do and target last target, no harm. And then that's like a good way to like make your targeting feel smoother. I'm down dirt. Yeah, for the most part, most macros are just like slash cast the spell name or slash cast bracket at focus close bracket the spell name. For the auto ad, I don't have any snoozes. Just open first, even though it's bad. It's awkward because you remove my stacks with that. Could have kicked that, but he doesn't even get it anyway. I melded to not get cloned there, but he ended up cloning him first. Yeah. Secret buffs? No. You don't need to cancel Shadow Meld, but I'm playing with Dino, I think. Yeah. This is not fully viewer 2 right now. He just whispered me to queue, so I didn't change my title. So we're just queuing a few. Yeah, when I'm not like stuck peeling the whole game, I get to do way more pressure. Or like running the whole game. Big viewer out of the title then. No clickbait. coach yet. We've had pretty much 9 L's in the or 9 wins in the opener. 11 wins in the opener. He was low, I guess. I think I just get someone new whenever I get into the Magnus Dino bracket of 2s. I'm just like, nope. Gotta go drop 500 LMR playing double DPS for a minute. Once you try to go above like 2, 3, and 2s, the bracket's like unplayably boring. QE and mouse. QWES and then mouse. I kind of alternate between keyboard movement and mouse movement, depending on what I'm pressing. Retail is not in a great spot right now, yeah. Everyone's kind of just playing vanilla hardcore for like the 20th time. Doing the whole on OnlyFans, you know, RP stuff. I don't know. Eventually someone will use buttons, I don't know. Yeah, I'll actually probably end up playing some PoE, to be honest. I mean, I'm still gonna stream some WoW, obviously, because I can't afford not to, but it'd be nice to do a couple hours on of WoW and then a couple hours of something else, you know? Path of Exile. It's Diablo, but not shit. With like infinite builds and higher skill cap. And yeah. Much more difficult as well. Let's just zone out mashy. Sometimes too much depth though. It can be overwhelming. But yeah. That is the TLDR. Diablo, but not shit. Think the change Magcar might be good at 10.17? I'll try it. I think Night Elf is very important though, so is Subterfuge. But maybe it might push like this build even more over the edge. Which if you were gonna play like full cheese, like you might as well I'll be right back a second. And we're back. Sorry about that. I had to get something at the door. Can do that. Finish my stacks, go back to the hunter. Turtle. Funny, we actually just like still win this game. I could hear I was getting attacked for so long on my wireless headphones. Let me see what's doing. There's Kenny that. Big Abyss crit with T. A little worried here, actually. I mean, I have Blades flag everything. I should be able to just nuke this guy through Trinket. He has no turtle for it. Good need for a Cyclone here. Nuclear Abyss. Duo cheating? I mean, this basically goes against Solok, you know? The thing is, like, even at low rating, the queues are longer. I think it's just people don't like Shuffle as a format. The song is Colors. Madsen. Because a lot of people are just queuing other stuff right now, which is the scary thing. That's why vanilla hardcore is so popular. People don't really like just fighting BM hunters every single game. How you doing, Randy? Yeah, it's just when those people are done with hardcore, they're not gonna come back to WoW. And also, all of like Tyler One's massive audience kind of just gets a bad look at WoW playing vanilla. Also, when like the whole point of him even playing any WoW was like him and Soda popping it, like, you know, Soda saying he couldn't play arena, and then he just plays easy mode vanilla WoW instead. Like, I don't know. It'd be cool if he actually like played an arena push or something if League was dead for a little bit, or like in a drought for him. I don't think I know of them. I mean, same thing for a DPS if a healer goes 06. Yeah, Arena just needs a full-on rating revamp. Like to Bronze Grandmaster percentage based. Campaign, eh. He's not a person that cares about lore and stuff. I'm not gonna be able to sap that now. Fine now. Might be dead randomly. think Dino's done. He says, enough on that. Another time we play more GG. Well, at least we won a nice little 16-0 in the Dino bracket. Nice to get the Dino POV. Instead of just going 5 and 100 versus him and Mag. Alright, Dirt, you're up. Are you still here, Dirt? Yeah, Typhoons out of LOS are good. Who even is that? Does I have the tag and I don't recognize the name? Ah, sadly. I'll get you in another time for sure, though. I just told Dirt I'd play earlier. I got you next, Chadley. Yeah, Dirt was asking while I was mid Dino games like 30 minutes ago. I said I would get him in next, so. Well, the first like 11 we won like first stun of the game. Because we started out kind of low on Lamar. We pretty much just won in the opener every game. Except for the last couple of games. People started pressing buttons. Cash up agrees. Honestly, gearing is really quick right now, and leveling is really quick. Gearing is not bad. Got a 2.6 there. I don't want to play it though. Hey, that's the truth right there though. Especially shuffle. Even when I was playing like 2K alt shuffles, it was still like 30-minute queues at prime time on the weekend. They really need to solve the whole healer situation and MMR situation. Like even if I play, and everyone always asks like, why don't you play threes? There's always twos and shuffle, and then I'll try to play threes, and I'll be playing at like 2400 when like 2.8 is top of the ladder, and I'll get literally a 7-minute queue at like 6 p.m. at 2400. But even then, if I play twos above like 2200, that's still also a 5+ minute queue, which is like what? The worst part about threes too is there's never more than 2 teams queuing, so like you just fight the same team 5 times in a row, and they either counter you or you counter them. Playing out of the season? Probably not. There's not enough people to play with on there, and there's no solo queue or anything. Waiting out the blur. Might just be dead here. Don't get the sap that I wanted. Great Blair's aggro again. Getting double feed. Might actually lose this one. The streak might be over. Because they actually didn't waste all their trinkets. We didn't get nether walk with all my CDs either. You waste backflip? Fix that. Into a gouge. Do a defensive kidney probably if I don't get a re. Box it up here. Didn't need to actually. I don't think they can die to Subrog anymore now that they don't just ever trinket. That's like the only way you could lose to a Subrog is if you trinket. Gonna lose on mana soon because they do more DPS. I think we're dead this global. Yeah. Could maybe still kill this guy. Maybe I just log Outlaw though now that they figured out the secret. Took them like 3 games of dying. to kind of figure out. Just never trinket and they win. Time for Asa? Nah, I don't enjoy Asa. Asa's almost as boring in PV as DH. Or BM Hunter. That's why I like playing survival on my Hunter, you know, it's like, cause I like to actually play the game and have more than like 20 keybinds. Like Asa Rogue is just growing this guy, growing that guy. Like you're not doing anything the whole game. You're like a feral druid, but without the only skilled part, like Cyclone. And just less studs. Grow Simulator? Nah. Yeah, there is like a cheesy build with like Zoldyck and DFA and Amplifying Poison and Darkest Night and Symbolic. And like 20 other modifiers where you can get a really big Envenom crit, but yeah. Energy pooling so I don't waste a passive T. No problem, man. I had a good stream. Yeah, I updated the command for it and put a panel and everything below it. Got a strict damage last game, sure. My highest eviscerate did more than all 8 of my Shadow Strikes combined. People work out of me, that's unfortunate. Yeah, usually the embellishment does a little more than that. It just was a short game and it didn't really proc that much yet. The embellishment's usually like 4 to 7% of your damage done, if the game goes longer. Look here, I mean here was only 3% too. It's that or 1700 verse rating that's like not even 2% Versa. No, this is the best PvE embellishment. And Modern Arena is almost Mythic Plus. You kind of pick what is good in PvE. Like almost everyone plays focusing lens in almost every class. Hunter, rogue, windwalker, like barrel, most melee. Focusing lens is just the most DPS embellishment you can play. Because Ascension doesn't always give you the right stats. And then Versamp, you're not always above 90% HP. And then yeah, there's not really any other good ones after that. Like there's like some PvE items that are weird to craft, but no, they give you like a haste buff. I wonder if that'd be good on mage though. To get like a giant haste proc. If you actually, but you'd have to be above 2100 I think to get these. And then if you had 180 of these, you could craft 636 gear. That's PvE gear with sparks. Instead of having to do the just for conquest PvP crafted gear. But you could get it like a crazy embellishment. I don't know if it's nerfed in PvP. But yeah, if you can craft 636 PvE gear, it'd probably be pretty good. To get like these right here. Oh, this is mastery. No, this one's haste. I think these haste first boots, they give you a 2600 haste proc for 30 seconds. I think they might be nerfed though. Hands are also haste first, but that would be fun to play with. It's just your crests or whatever are not account wide. That's so many games to get that on mage. I don't think that works fully in PvP. How much lower item level is it though? Maybe in an offhand it could be worth it, but it would scale to 600 though, right? Kind of a bad bomb because I don't have anything to pair it with, but might just be dead. Yep. That sucks because we won literally right here. I don't even know what hit me. Just a million kick from the healer, I guess, even though he was in CC. Talk about burst rotation. Try to line up Darkest Night from doing your 3 stacks of finishers from the hero talent passive. You get a buff, gives you a guaranteed crit that does more damage. You line that up with finality. Potentially T if you're playing it. Potentially flag if you're playing it. Otherwise, it's just mash finishers during blades. Don't leave a gap in your stunts. I tend to play subterfuge more. It's just cleaner. You can do a lot more. But right now, I'm just playing for maximum one-shot cheese. Yeah, lingering is pretty good. It also helps the embellishment, and it helps all of the other passives of like just getting hunt them down procs constantly and corrupt the blood. And yeah, pretty much all the hero talents. Like lingering is really, really good. It's just sometimes you need more damage in the go to close out the game. I don't know. Even in 2s, I feel like for the most part, if people are good, it's just better at lower ratings than it is higher ratings. If people are good, they're just going to peel you on the air horn anyway. And you're just, everything is clunkier. And you're less mobile and you're squishier. Like 2 vanishes actually helps you a lot, and the vanish healing. Nah, I kind of just know my combo points, but sometimes I'll look at the target frame, but not really. Like when I'm like farming and deciding if I want to do 5 points or not just to get the stacks down. I don't. I tend to play subterfuge the majority of the time. You could try playing without Swift Death then, and going like Master of Shadows, and dropping like Superior Mixture for Nimble. Like honestly, I feel like I'm just as annoyed energy pooling at 200 energy as I am with the other build. Because I'm always like careful about not passively proccing T. So like as soon as I get to like 80 energy, I have to like start holding globals. Because the passive T is just so garbage. That you can't like opt out of it. That's why if you have the newer version of the Nahj buffs, I have one now. That is just care auto T. If I'm ever below 90 energy. I mean, you could set this lower if you wanted to set it to like 80 or something. I just go off of what the worst case scenario is. Where like a Shadow Strike is 45. And also you want a little bit of wiggle room that you're 1 or 2 globals away from proccing it. Especially if you press things that are off global and just kind of don't forget, like feint. Like if you're at like, feinting and then pressing a backstab and you just spent like 85 energy. More than that actually. You press backstab and feint. I think backstab's 50, right? 40. So no, it'd be 75.
Use your primes, boys.
Take some primes. Play the normal build. I tried to cheese there, but he has 3 different peels for himself. Flop out of the way. No sap. Unless he gets a resleep. He doesn't. Not the greatest blades. I was doing it to kind of power farm the dance charge back. Try to dodge the fear, but get stunned into it. Would have liked to get a sap there, but my uptime was too low. I think we're dead here. That's unfortunate. We're winning the whole game. Even the 2's bracket alive. Yeah, I mean that should be an easier matchup if I just played Outlaw. I'm just gonna log on Outlaw for a couple games. Boring that they outplay like 0 goes and emote when I'm like playing viewer 2s. Wouldn't has to be the best 2s. Now Outlaw is the best spec in every single bracket. Well, technically Feral is the best Rook spec, but yeah. Best place to go to learn Asa? Just like look up people's armories on like any site like Murloc or Ceramate or anything like that. Like you can just kind of look people up, copy their build, you know, but Asa's just a PV spec. There's not that much depth to it. Like learn the PV rotation of anything. Just don't overwrite like a big Garrote with like a tiny Garrote. Yeah, Deathstalker got a buff. Probably like a week or 2 ago or whatever, but I accidentally still sub. God damn it. Not the greatest disarm I've ever done. They faked their first cast in like 2 games. Nice. Got another walk out of the way. Nice. Gives us a pretty big duel window in 45. If we don't just die here randomly through Emerald. He's kind of greeting it. There's no fear for me out of this. It's a good darkness. Restun to make sure he gets to sleep. Too bad my AoE rupture is gonna fuck it up. I'm in my solo shuffle spec. I switched rogues to go Outlaw and then still queued sub. Might be dead here. Yeah. That one was my bad. Because I AoE ruptured and that fucked up our ability to get stun sleep sap. But that was the first game they actually played decent, because they faked a kick and they actually pre-darknessed something. Instead of just doing nothing for like 7 minutes every game. And trying to win on mana. And then complain about me complaining every time I ever say anything, which is what streaming is about, just yapping. It's not really, you know. You're just dead silence, it's not streaming. DH got a small buff, but it's still a garbage spec. It's not that good. That was just the wrong build. I was literally in my I'm in a shuffle versus a melee cleave AoE build. Because I was queuing a shuffle earlier today. And I had 3 different Ret Warrior lobbies in a row. Do I even have the right gear for this now? I changed some of my gear. No, that's fine. I think that's for like the weapons, so 2400. Not like the 1800 sets. Do I not have T? Well, I'm playing Keep It Rolling right now. Oops. With 10% haste. Should have vetted my specs twice. Wait, am I? I'm just getting 0 count the odd procs. Give me a proc, please. Or I'll just extend a 3 roll, even though it's bad to do. Grapple over for a kick in a second. Oh, I got binding on it, so I couldn't get the ulti. That was a good binding. I do blitz a little bit. I'm like 3k something MMR in it. Petite. That was a good fade. Hopefully this breaks. Doesn't. I'll just drink it. Might still be dead. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll mix it up though. I think dirt might be a little tilted. Maybe get an outlaw shuffle going too. I haven't played outlaw in a little bit. It's all good, dude. I could have peeled that better. I sat the one fear. It's also just scary because like Emerald doesn't do anything. Yeah, if you want to play disc, you can. Yeah, Emerald does not do much. It bugs out a lot, I feel like, too. And I feel like it's like over-affected by dampening or something. And it targets weird. I don't know if this is your Riz name, but first come, first serve. It is you? Okay, cool. Got Ross. Tried to cloak fear, didn't get it. Sun healer in one though. He trapped my grapple over for a gouge. Feels bad. Getting feared out of this. Actually, he has no fear for 20. We're chilling. They let me get a re. That's really good for us. Try to kick the penance, but I'm just barely out of range. Get the adrenaline rush going. Really good fear from us. All of the procs in a row, turning into an Ellie Shaman here. Kick the penance. Into a gouge. Into a kidney. Into another killing spree. Look at this. Mel do a random off cheap shot. DR scatter. It's gonna screw him over on being able to defensively ice clone trap me, you know? Ice clone instead of cyclone. I always like to call Diamond Ice cyclone trap. I'm so fed up with it. MC's me on AR. Really good fear. Should just be lethal here. I have a killing spree off that. You're blind to get a sap. JK, I'm bad. I guess the ulti pen off because of that. Not sure what this dome was on our end. We're at 100% HP. Where is Dan? What are you doing? Stun before we get feared. Have AR back. Get trapped off this intim. Because he always uses all of his traps defensively instead of playing to win. Because he can't. Yeah, just trinket. Kind of late. Could have done that faster. Ate the half trap. Free little bubble for me here. Grapple over and kick that. To a kidney. Killing spree, then I'll pop AR. Can actually die here though. Banish the crows. Could actually kill here though. Big procs. All of the procs, just full Ellie Shaman mode. all good, Dirt. We'll run it back another day. I'm a little fried too. How's retail these days? It's a little underpopulated for sure right now. It's bleeding out a little bit from vanilla WoW. Everyone on their like 6th tour of vanilla. But yeah. The queues are really long. The shuffle healer MMR problem has only gotten worse. How you doing, Mr. J? You ever get around to getting the bike? I did multiple giveaways of it, and I had an extra one, and I gave it away today. So I was gonna say, if you needed it, I feel bad that your timing, but I just gave it the last one extra I got away. But yeah, that's good that you got it. I think even healers still have like a almost 4 or 5 minute queue. I've seen on some of them. It's not always instant at like the higher MMR. I mean, that beats like a 30 minutes to 2 hour queue, but yeah. Went to the gas station? Hell yeah. Alright, shuffle time. I've been playing a little bit of Europe, but who else on NA is playing on Europe? EU, from what I understand, is more dead than NA, and I'm one of the few NA people playing on Europe. I played some the other day. Now, there's a lot more Europeans that come to NA than NA people that go to EU. It does have a little more inflation, but not by much. It's popped. SMD. I blinded into that diamond dice. Unfortunate. Got bubbled there though. I might be dead though. Break the healer out. It's a trap. Get full Hajj, knocked out of LOS of Dispel. They're going me. Would avoid the ring there. Another bop. I'm just dead here, actually. Unless the ulti saves me. I think we're dead here, actually. That's crazy. This is probably a healer gap. Because HPAL is just unkillable. So many CDs I have to go through. That mage just tanked a hunter like it was nothing. And the mage didn't even do any damage. I thought it was just going to be a mage go 0-6 to hunter angle. But yeah. Losing that round sucks. That's like the freest win. Kidney healer in 4. Might even just go gouge the healer. Can't. A little scary for us here. He's gonna get ulti pen off. I could just die here. I have vanish on like my next finisher. Get the vanish off. Got priest because of that. Do a Hajj. Nice. Is this somehow an 0-6 BM winner in a mage lobby? We'll be writing history if that happens. ulti pen off before I could stop it. I actually have a minute cooldown on Adrenaline Rush, because I have had 0 uptime this round. Fake this fade. It's a Nahj, I guess. Swap. Going through hypo. Grapple over to kick if he casts a heal again. I have my cursor on him. Nice double leg sweep. Get a second block here. I guess it's an 06 Hunter lobby and a Mage lobby, I don't know. How? Well, maybe it's just an HPAL diff. It could just be the HPAL diff. Pull up kicks. Meld bug so I don't get the cheap shot the fist. Ulti pen goes off, couldn't stop it. Karma. He already popped me even though I've already been out of it. You stole my bop because I didn't cancel, alright? I'm bad. Keep off that. Get swap. Back on the mage. That ice wall with some friendly fire right there. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that ice wall is some friendly fire for sure. Guys, single-handedly tried to help me get the hunter on the board. I appreciate it. That's the difference in me getting a 5 win. A sketchy lobby. Maybe stop trinket? Not trinketing. Oh, these ice walls, man. No trinket for this, I can actually die. Get the vanish off. Everybody flares my vanish. And it's one of the times that it actually prevents subterfuge. Sometimes you still get subterfuge even if you get flared. Sometimes you don't. Never know. It's my kidney. I'm dead here, I think. Reach spell diff confirmed. Unless he breaks and swaps me. He has swap. He has swap. I think he just gave up on all the micro CC. I thought there was a gap at the end. If there is a comp to get it back and at least get a 4 win, it's RMP. If this guy's not too tilted. I just think it's funny that the hunter isn't 6-0 somehow. There's a mage in this lobby. Melded disarm on accident, but I clicked it anyway. He's gonna die without blocking. Never mind, he pressed it. Saved by the passive. Running through the binding now that my subterfuge is over. Couldn't try to get that. Evasion and like one more finisher, but my mage might die here. Please H-Pal die. One time. Thank you. How many subs away from the UI video are we? I mean, we're like almost halfway there, right? Oh wait, actually it's at 350, huh? I don't remember setting it that low. Or no, it's 500. Never mind. Yeah, we're 158 away. On 5, yeah. I mean, healer MMR things are brutal. You have the great streams. Thanks, Tim. Where's it, Simp? I don't know if the Y changes the dichotomy of it. Ecology? Is it that? I don't know. I was just memeing. Dichotomy is a word, but it does not fit the way I used it at all. It's more about things that are like opposites, not just like the actual spelling of a word. I was thinking for like a synonym for origin, but LG for the priest though, and then we'll get someone new in. A little scary here. Oh, chaos bolt. Good thing we barriered that. That was a good barrier. Held the coil. I'm too slow to gouge that. We dead here? Did it heal? Time. Won't get a sap now because of the fear, but horrible fear pathing for me. I'm dead here, I think. We love paladins, man. Like a montage of just avoiding their go just to get like a bop every time for like an hour. 5 minutes and I've gotten like 20 paladin cooldowns, I feel like. Getting Nahj and dying 100-0 here. Or not. I think I'm dead. Crazy doesn't even play CS. Like, Seduce is so bad. Guy fakes 0 kicks. Gets like melded and cloaked on like half of his coils. Or just wastes havoc and lets me perma line and not even get the double coil off. Doesn't actually do anything the entire game. Yeah. LG for the breeze. Let's get someone new in. You're supposed to go haste, yeah. My survival is like a fuck ton of verse because it's like geared for marksman. So I need to play a lot more games with my hunter. I might play a couple hunter games honestly for fun. Get some hunter games in. I just need to craft a few things still. Yeah, that was such a damp game, man. The nice thing about survival is you have a purge. You're a melee with a purge, so you actually could just get bop off when you get 7 million of them in one game. All crafted, yeah. You one of your rings doesn't even go Versa. Might have to buy a token because I just like CBA doing 5 million honor caps. Just buy a bunch of gems. This is NA, yeah. No, not IE at all. No, that's not me. It's just Hunter is so immortal. You don't need crazy Versa. Haste and Mastery are just more damage. You go a pretty high amount of haste. My gear's just really wrong. Typing like Crusader right now. Let me pull up the Big Max Armory real quick. Haste. Thinking. Yeah, so we're gonna make one haste mastery ring. Gonna make another ring. Haste verse. We're gonna make the necklace also haste verse. What Deftone song is this? It is Boulevard Nights by Team Sleep. So it's not actually Deftones. It's like a side band that he sings in also. The Chino. Shazam it, yeah. Most people don't know Team Sleep. I don't think they're gonna nerf HPAL. It's usually always the easy mode healer. If you want to just like play the BM hunter of healer, you know, run around, just throw bops out like candy and stuff. For people that like don't really want to do a rotation or cast anything. It only got better with the spammable rep where you're basically a mage now. And the lay on hands change and the forbearance change and yeah, just too much quality of life. It's a disgusting class. I don't think it'll ever get nerfed. Funny when people were showing sympathy for HPAL when it was bad the first like 3 weeks of the expansion, and I was like, HPAL is gonna come back. And we're all gonna cringe that we can even queue into Crusader again. Time to pump. Yeah, red DH can kind of work. I think DH Moonkin can still kind of work, but it still doesn't mean it's a good spec. Like, only MVQ can play DH. I don't think Vanguard is the most unique ret. He is generally the best ret, but there are a lot of Fodom rets that even if the spec is A tier, that just gravitate to the class because they like just dampening. Or maybe that's just my hatred of Ret Pally basically being a prop pally. I hate specs that their entire identity is just, oh, I look at my external defensive CDs for my team. Look at me throwing out lay on hands and bop and sank and, you know, like, they don't do anything fun aggro. So it's like boring to just get damped. Especially when things like Ret Demo were good sometimes. It's always just a travesty. I mean, the support role is healers. I think my tabard's a little, you know. I actually can't. I don't think I could pass this Mog. Like, this is probably the best hunter Mog. I knocked it out of the park on my first try. The only thing maybe is the quiver could be cooler, if there's because there's multiple different ones, right? It looks really good with the legendary bow. It also kind of has a glow to it. It doesn't look as cool with the polearm because the polearm. Not everyone has mob challenge mode weapons, but like there's cooler weapons, I think. A little scared for us here still. Purge the pop. Love to see it. Can't kick that. Don't have scatter for that. Might just be dead here. Yeah, I threw that. Yeah, prop Pele is insane. I did 28 million healing. I could kite that much better though. I just kind of stayed in. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of fried already because I streamed for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Then I did 3 hours of the charity stream. Then I went back to streaming. So we actually started about 7 hours ago, not 3 hours ago. So I'm already a little fried, but like, yeah, I didn't kite that well at all. I just kind of stayed in. I can buy 2 more sockets. Hours of sleep consecutive days, yeah. I mean, sleep deprivation will do anything to you. I mean, I can help you hit the button if you need it. As long as I'm not healing. Yeah, just not bullets either. I don't know. I can help you in 2s or something. Well, I should have gone mending bandage, but I was like messing with my gear. Fine, but the fake is fade, but he's not pressing it. Should have just got diamond dice, so you can't even death that. I was just like waiting for him to fade. His death at least, so I can just harpoon trap over. I'm just dead. Mending bandage would have helped a lot there. I'm trolling. My bad. Yeah, I haven't been switching my talents enough. I always forget misdirect on when I'm like going interlope too. I'm like trying to like fix all my UI stuff. I have like a to-do list of UI stuff I still haven't got around to fixing. Like I need to fix my scatter macro. Yeah, we'll get someone new in. MMR's a little high. Let's see. What does it look like on blind? I'm bandaging a macro. That's smart. Problem is like changing the tooltip of it though. Change that to scatter shots. What's the other thing I needed to change? Relog so UI stuff saves. Alright, will that even work actually? The target might mess this up. I just like having the targeting on it though. Because this is how I do my SAP 123. I actually like the feedback of like, even if they're in combat, I still target them. So that I'm like more ready to like just insta-gouge them for pre or stun them for pre. Or stun them for cross, I mean. I like having target 123 in my SAP 123. But I feel like if I put target in my scatter, since it's ranged, it's gonna macro bug. And then it's gonna like cast at my target instead of my focus. If I don't have a focus yet. Even with exists and C-bars for it off. Because it only really happens with like scatter and blind. The macro bugs don't happen with that many other abilities in the game. But what do you use for the mending bandage, Mr. J? I got you. No, because you said it just auto switches for you. So I thought you could only do that on normal talent switches, not like on choice node talents, not on honor talents. Lobbies as a Fury and I got BM, Demo Log, and Frostmage. I mean, it's kind of karma because every lobby IQ is all Warriors and Rep Hellies. I got 4 Ret Warrior lobbies in a row. We can trade. In 1, 2, 3 sockets, and then place bracers, cape, and gloves. And we're getting there. We could play some shuffle on it. Sent on card. Alright, let me see. It's not going to do tooltip at all? I'm not gonna land that. He's gonna ground it. Feels bad. Don't have Serpent Sting up. This is really bad. Don't know why I just dashed back into that. That's dead. If I didn't heal it. Might be dead here. He's dead now because we swapped. Need a better bind for Tar Trap because I never press it. Gotta warm up though. It was starting to feel good yesterday, but kind of crazy how many keybinds this actually has compared to BM, where I can't even fill my action bar at all. This I actually had to make another whole little mini action bar because I have like 7 defensive CDs. It's insane. I could easily get to like 80 keybinds here instead of like 70. I'm using dynamic macros, yeah. I don't trust frame sort and sort group. They also like give a lot of Lua errors. I'm gonna open first, even though it's bad. CBA waiting an entire minute. Double swap, that was bad on my end. Might be my turtle because of that. Now he paints ups me. I have to try to greet it now. Alert has vanished. Left the turtle though. Who's dead here? I got a wall out of this, it just came back. I think I could scatter wall disarmed. CDs in like 3. think I'm still just dead here. I'd disarm in 1 second, but he had evasion up. Well, we're way ahead on damage at least. Deathstalker shuffle build? Most of the builds are all in the Discord, yeah. Unitology? Yeah, I'm just doing viewer twos. If you sign up, it's kind of first come, first served. If it's double DPS, probably not. I kind of only do double DPS with the regulars I recognize that are like mods or really long time subs or something. But it's not fun playing double DPS that much anymore. Unless it's like another rank 1 and we're smurfing at like lower rating. Yeah, I have every class except for Paladin and Dragon. And Shaman. But I'm only really comfortable on Windwalker and Feral. But yeah. We're just playing some survival, we're learning it for fun. We're actually dead. Don't know how I focused disarm to the priest. Not going for that. I still have turtle, I'm just being really greedy. I'm dead here. I'm so dead here. Oh, how I'm alive. Insane heals. My pet's in fear, so I can't Ross. Using now finally. Sorry, so I can't butchery here. Serves my tar root. Feels bad. I mean, at least I'm not playing BM, right? Survival is kind of cool. So many buttons. I like buttons. I still gotta play around a lot with my UI though, and make a lot more weak ORs. Because when my SSD died the other week, I didn't have any of my alts backed up, so I need to make a lot more weak ORs and stuff. And I need to reorganize my bars. Just so spread out and cluttered compared to how it was on Marksman. I just don't know how to handle how many defensive CDs I have. There's too many. I think I just need to like put all the Ross and Freedom stuff on the right. That's awkward. Overlap. Guys just permanently freedom the whole game. Hopefully I don't die here. I have a lot of pressure. Couldn't shrink the bop off. Have turtle back. He just doesn't deserve it. I'm dead for greeting it. Maybe not. Not in range to focus harpoon that. Or like I was too close, I mean. Too in range. Wall in like half a second. With that. Still maybe kill though. I have all my buttons here. Couldn't purge the bop, feels bad. Oh, he gets it nice. We're still dead, I think. I have Exil in 1? Yeah. Looks like you're using a big pistol shot. Yeah, I'm trying to AoE the pets with it. For CDR. I like your idea of putting Bisharath there. Or not Bisharath, I mean the pet on the pet bar. What, just to get barb shot off? I don't know if I CBA switching my talents for that. Unless it's like a me going interlope into a lock. Looks so weird to flanking strike up there. Drop that like I wanted. Nice fair. Hopefully it doesn't get the imp. So I thread the needle barely. Double fear. Eventually I'll move my character. I mean, we kept up 700k DPS there. Not bad, not bad. I mean, it's all AoE on the pets though. I did 55 mil to the lock, 12 mil to the shaman. So like 40 million of it's fake. The 126 million. That's okay. Yeah, I honestly went it and I didn't even press it once. Because I forgot I moved it to the other side of my bars. Yeah, I just gotta fix my bars out of a way where it won't feel weird when I change talents. It is fun though. It's gonna be a project for a week or two. It's not nearly as comfortable as my Windwalker. I feel like I just never pressed my pet moves ever since I moved them up here because I had nowhere else to put them. But I think if I just banish all of this stuff and I merge a bunch more stuff into the pet bar, and actually get these down to where like my defensives normally go, I'll press them better. It'd probably help if I wasn't Shadow Meld also. But it's also CC'd. Really don't want a turtle here. I should not have pressed that into AMS. The melee run sentinel. This is the only playstyle I've done. I've done less than 20 games of survival. I don't know. Whenever I watch Big Max play, he's usually playing this one. I do queue into survivals, and most of them play the other one, so I don't know. Windwalker is like A or B tier. It's not great. Bottom left talent of the tree. This one. Yeah, that seems broken. Would I even drop for it though? The move speed, I guess. Good chance one? Oh. I thought that was high up enough that it wouldn't even count. But yeah, you're right. Seems really good versus Aster Rogue too. Did I not go misdirect? Well, I wasted an honor talent. That's fine. Didn't melt that, I'm bad. It's because I waited. Might be dead here. I just think right now it's not really the stage where my talents will ever be the issue of a matchup. It's just literally my fundamentals of the rotation are really bad because I'm still in like the first 20 games of the class. And I'm just like zoning out on what CDs I have. Like I pretty much almost never Ross or Feign because my bars are kind of fucked. Wait for Fade. I have to adapt on almost any other class I play. I can't even fill half my action bars, and the problem is like making up extra macros I don't need to like round it out. This, I'm actually like out of action bar room more than my rogue even. So it's like a unique problem I'm not used to. Like I couldn't even fill half my bars on like marksman and BM, but on this it's like I actually have like 80 binds, I feel like. Kind of an issue. She did insta-fade. I thought maybe the waiting out his fade twice would make him wait. But he actually mind gamed to be there. But yeah, until I like actually get my action bars where I want them, it's gonna be really hard to see my shit because it's like so spread out. It's like the problem I have when I like make my UI around playing Outlaw and then I like go back to playing Asa or something. And like the way the binds translate over for me, they're like all spread out and then I'm just like going cross-eyed trying to look at things like not being in a row. Since I don't have like the keybinds different for every spec. The bars. I mean, I could, but that's way more effort. I'm playing pack leader. Like I said, I haven't played that many games of it yet, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I just kind of copied one of the Big Mix builds, and I'm just PvEing it out, hitting what lights up, you know? The other thing is I just don't use coordinated assault enough. I'm not used to it being 1 minute. Wait, out fade. Not fading. Now he fades. Okay, I still got him in fade. What the hell? That was so laggy. We get feared off of it. He trinkets and double spheres them back. Grapple over for a kick. JK angel forms. For 2. I'm gonna be like waiting forever for him to fade. I just need to just send it truly instant or like AFK longer. Guy's in my head though. Dead. Rip that butchery. That's freedom though. He has no fade for when I just grapple over. He void elf my harpoon trap. That was actually sick. Is man a pilot or what? Knock him away so the AoE won't break the fear. Guess I just cyclone trap the ret defensively, and I just explode when he's not even targeting me for 2 million. Hero class. Crazy that Wildfire Bomb like hits so hard. Swap air, I guess, man. He wasn't even targeting me. He like 40 0'd me on focus. It's like RP walking at you Terminator style and I just die. I'm like, oh, okay. First time ever going mending bandage. Guess I could put a player on it. I need a different bind for allies. And my pet's not out. I thought I pressed fucking turtle. I was like trying to get my normal pet back out because my stupid pet macro wasn't working. And then I was like trying to click it on the opaque and I couldn't actually summon my pet. That was down bad. That one was not on you. I just literally took like the half the global of the opener to get my pet out. I don't know why this doesn't always work. Like, I definitely didn't have a pet out, so I don't know why I wouldn't just do it. Alright, what does that do? What? Oh, okay, I know what you're saying. That's nice. Dude, I've been fighting with that for years. Dude, I love you. I always just like have a hidden bar of like all the shit like that I just hide. Like unbound. Cause that shit's annoying. We're gonna play a clean game finally. Wasted my conch shot. Probably not even worth spamming from range and trying to kite. Second bop out of the way, perched it off. Could have maybe melded that, but I was like mid jump. Okay, with cycloning him low, I guess. She bladestormed that. I'm so scared. No. Okay, it's a cross kill. The ulti pet. Just Dragon Balls and bow. I was gonna say if I fucking lost there, man. I thought the explosive shot was gonna kill from the grave. It's just that easy. The best is when you see two priests both ulti pet at the same time. And it's just key waves everywhere. Yeah, I want to get a lot better at this. I just need to fix my UI a lot. Yeah, I thought the ulti would keep me alive for sure too. That's crazy. Yeah, he's playing the priest, but he mains hunter also, kind of. Yeah, we're just chilling. Yeah, we've done a lot of rogue twos together. He's been a regular for a while, but yeah, I haven't really played much hunter, so. I still gotta get better at like dealing with priests, because I just get so spoiled by just harpoon trap that it's weird actually having to play normal hunter and like binding and tim trap. Like I always just think I could just like harpoon over, wait for them to waste fade, and then trap them every time and wait it out, like faking fade on like blind, but especially since you can't like death diamond dice, but I always just wait and then just send it into the diamond dice anyway. Eventually, we will start viewer 3s. It's on the agenda. That's how dead the game is getting. Especially if I get a second hunter going. Or like, because I already have a second feral. Or like, if I need to get like a second windwalker going. Healer off spec and blues, true. By the way, why does Chimera Sting like miss half the time on monks? It's not the dodge, because the dodge is nerfed now. Is there just something immuning it? Because it's a perma freedom probably? Because the snare portion? I've noticed that whenever I try to Chimera Sting on a monk, it does not go well half the time. Oh, it's not nerfed for mist? That's a weird change then. I think it's still nerfed. He's at 2 stacks at 4%. It might be the T, yeah. Turtle. awkward. Right him into the trap. Even though it's not diamond dice, I thought it was. I'm so dead. Trying to get in the dome, but... Couldn't have thrown that with bomb there. Now I'm kind of committed to going monk a little. I think I'm just dead here. I'm gonna try to disengage and then like focus harpoon if the guy leaps to me, but I was probably just gonna get charge rooted there. Yeah, I don't know why most people even play the dodge. I'm like 99% sure this is bugged. It doesn't even proc in PvP, period. I'm like 100-0 on gouging into 9-stack dodge, when it should be a 19% chance. Like, he should be dodging 1 out of 5 gouges. But I have yet to have a single gouge dodge ever. Out of like 100 in the last like 2 weeks. So like, I'm like 99% sure dance doesn't even work in PvP. Like, it's just a wasted talent point. You can get, like, snare reduction, or... There's a few other things you could grab that are okay. Still gets my scatter? That's weird. I'm sure it's, like, something else, though. Cosmic Calm points? It's built into Better Blizz. Just go into Miscellaneous. It's right here. Frames, not plates. All my settings for him are on the Discord too. Yeah, we started like 8 hours ago, so probably a couple more though, and I'm gonna get off. This might be LG. I'm kind of fried. I gotta get some IRL stuff done, so this might be the last game. And then I'll fix up my UI so that playing Hunter is clean. But yeah, it's nowhere near where my Feral and Windwalker are at, but I do want to get better at it. It's really fun. I usually get really bored on Marksman and on BM, but Survival is so many buttons, more than I thought it did actually. I think we're just dead. I can't let that be the last game. Fuck. I didn't get to play yet. Yeah, I gotta do some IRL stuff. Send more tomorrow. GG's. Play some Rogue until I'm ready though. It might be a couple days till I'm ready on Hunter. I gotta go in the hyperbolic time chamber and OCD over my UI for like 3 hours that I don't really have. Like 4 more reorganizing my action bars and like 5 more weak auras from like being able to see what's going on my screen at all. I've really cooked on this class right now. Like, what's Wild Shadow shit? We should do some Rogue SP2s again sometime. That'd be fun. Yeah, the Pallies are all win traders, man. Yeah, GG's guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.